Hey there, Booktube. Noah. Everyone who reads and must converse is the channel. Nice to see everybody. Recognition's book club in the house, nice and early. Very cool. Thank you, brother. Always for showing up and hanging out, making this a cool Friday night. Hey, Christina. Nice to see you always. I have not forgot about you, Christina. And I'm just really bad about going to the post office. I don't do it, but I got you. That's for sure. Tonight I'm going to show some really really cool stuff and um talk about some really really cool books. So, welcome everybody for sure. Happy Friday night. It's been a cool week and I mean cool. It got nice and cool here in Georgia. We were in like, mid to upper 90s, is where we stick. And then this week has been 70s and 80s. Hey, Ineffable, nice to see you. Happy Friday, for sure. Hey, Moon Palm, how you doing, Nancy? Always cool to see you. Thanks for coming by the channel. Bottom Imp Books in the house. Matthew, very cool. And we'll have Matthew. I'll let you guys know that Matthew and I are kicking around um, doing Sundays with Borges this Sunday. So 2 days. Matthew will be right here with me on the channel discussing some Borges. I'm looking forward to it, brother. Matthew knows quite a bit about Borges, that's for sure. Hey, Book Nick. Very cool. Lurk all you want. Thanks for coming by, for sure. Hey, Alexa. Alexa, nice to see you, brother. Alexa, all the way from Serbia. A couple of hour and a half ago, I was hitting with Alexa on Instagram, and he said it's like 1:30 in the morning there. Ridiculous. Hey, Amy. Amy from Canada. See, I'm worldwide, baby. Nice to see you, Amy. Thanks for coming by. Everybody cool. Tom, I gotta tell you, Tom, thank you so much. And thank you for what? I'm going to show it later. But thank you so much, brother. You are a really cool dude and a really great friend from Southern California. The Golden Coast. Am I right? Trish, nice to see you. Always. Thank you for coming by. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well, man. It's gonna be cool. Gonna be cool. It's feeling good. Nice. Vancouver. Hey, Art and Books. Nice to see you. I don't know if this is the first time that you've come by the channel or not, but um might be the first time that I've seen you. Might have seen you once before and don't remember very clearly. So yeah, everybody cool. We got a good few hanging out. So I'm gonna go ahead and start it up. First and foremost, um, it's great to have everybody around. And I will say, you never figure BookTube out, or YouTube. You never figure YouTube out. You don't know what's going to be popular. You don't know what's going to be, what's really going to hit eventually or whatever. And I bring that up because Scott Danielson, with a channel of the same name, Scott Danielson and I had done a podcast style talk through the Hyperion Cantos. We did 2 videos and both an hour long, where we talked about the first 2 books, Hyperion and Fall of Hyperion, and then the next one we did Endymion and Rise of Endymion. Those videos are the highest performing videos on my channel. I mean, the Hyperion and Fall of Hyperion almost have 6,000 views, whereas everything else that's on my channel has like 1,000 at the most, and mostly under 1,000 views. So it's just like, you never know. You're never going to figure this out. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Not at all. Hey, John. Nice to see you, for sure. Hey, Brian. Brian at Bookish in the house. Nice to see you. I'm showing some really cool stuff here tonight, Brian. And I hope that Greg from Another Bibliophile Reads shows up, because I'm about to show something. I'll start it off with showing something really, really cool. because I don't think I've ever shown this on the channel, and I've never shown this on Instagram either. This is an exclusive for tonight. Who knew? You know, who knew that tonight we were going to have some exclusive book showing going on? So here is something very special. And this is recommended by another booktuber, he who will not be named. How about we go with that for right now? If he shows up, then I'll call him out. But I'm not going to Recognitions Book Club. You know what this is. You might not know what I'm about to show, but you know what this is. And it was recommended by a big booktuber, big in our circle of booktubers. But this is my 2-volume set of Women and Men by Joseph McElroy, put out by Dzanc Books. And Dzanc is a small press here in the States, and did a you said it, Brian, not me. You said it, not me. And I'm not very cool, Alexa. See, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, that's how a lot of people find me, because YouTube is just kind of pushing that video, you know. It's got more views than anything else. But they've done a pretty good job with the cover. It's cloth. And this is a signed copy. This is a signed copy as well. So Joseph McElroy is a living author, but nobody is printing his books now. Not widely, anyways. You can get them in a digital form, but you can't buy them, you know, from a press. So it's just weird. Why would a living author do that? And thank you very much, Brian. I appreciate that. Yeah. You got a first edition signed of the original first edition Women and Men. That's a cool edition. That's for sure. That is for sure. Yeah, we'll see. I saw a bit of He Who Will Not Be Named's video earlier, where he said he was under the gun helping a friend out with doing some work, and I was like, okay. So we'll see if he comes by. And but he had suggested Women and Men to me, but it was already on my radar. It is a beast. This is one book. It's like, nice, brother. That's killer. Yeah, killer. It was already on my radar, but McElroy is not an easy read. Even, you know, I don't say that lightly, because I read everything, you know. But McElroy is not an easy read, so I just I'm not going for the biggest book first. And so I have a Smuggler's Bible. But where I'd really like to start is Plus or Lookout Cartridge. And Plus is just a cool sounding book. So that's it for that. And then another another booktuber recommended, and it comes from my lives that people were recommending this. And I know Alexa had called it out to me that this is a great book and that I should read it, but others too, not just Alexa. So today in Half Price Books, I found Lord of Light by Roger Zelazny, sorry. And it has a great premise. I don't know anything. What's up, Peg? Yeah, I do Lookout Cartridge or Plus. That's what I want. Hey, Peg, nice to see you. That's what I want. That's for sure. I don't have either one of them. I do have Plus in a digital form, but I just don't read on my phone or anything. A distant world where gods walk as men but wield vast and hidden powers. Are they truly immortal? Who are these gods who rule the destiny of a teeming world? Their names include Brahma, Kali, Krishna, and also he who was called Buddha, the Lord of Light. but who now prefers to be known simply as Sam. How has the colonization of another planet become a reenactment of the Eastern religion and mythology? I can't wait. I mean, I can't wait. This is right up my alley. And I love the Sci-Fi Masterworks editions. I really do. I don't have many, but what I do have, I really enjoy the covers. They're like, very well done. Very well done. Yeah, nice to see you, Peg. Awesome. Very cool. Nice. Nice to see you, Gorvidal. Thank you for showing up always. Yeah, classic stuff. So I grabbed it when I saw it. I don't see it used. I don't see it very often at all. So I went ahead and jumped on it. Another that's been recommended so much, and we talked about it in lives before, then I don't know anything about it. So I have been keeping my eyes out for it, and I've looked for it. Nice and Ineffable. I haven't read any Zelazny either. I can't recall anything if I read something, in my teens or something, just because I've read a lot of sci-fi, but I can't recall. I mean, from what I see, he's a prolific author, so there might be a title there that if I come across it, I'll remember and say, "Oh, well, wait a second," and then I don't know that it's him. But you never know. And this is one that is very new to me. And I've been keeping my eye out and I can't find them anywhere. So I went into the library, not my local library, but my former local library, because we had moved at at the beginning of 2020. Um, no, at the beginning of 2021, we moved. And so now I have a new library, but my library is shut down. They have gutted it and they're doing like a big remodel. There's no books in there. So I have to like travel to a library. So I did because, we hang out in the city where we used to live. It's not far. And I went into this library and I found The Book of the New Sun by Gene Wolfe. So this is a library copy and I just grabbed it because I could, right? And that what a truly horrifying character that is on the front of this book. And I don't know anything about it, but from what I hear and the more I hear about it, the more awesome it sounds. What this is just, I mean, it's almost like a indescribable fantasy, but not like any other fantasy that you've ever read before. So I grabbed it, but I haven't read any of it yet. Thank you for saying so, Christina. I know Christina is actually like in the process of reading through that right now. But that brings me to my boy Tom. Nice. Very cool, Brian. Are you serious? Oh, you mean the really dark emo dude? So this brings me to my boy Tom L.A. Books, who is just a wonderful human being who, when we were talking about this on this live, hit me and just said, "Hey, I got you, you know, I got you," and sent me this right here. Tom, thank you so very much. This is the Book of the New Sun, volumes 1 and 2. This has the let's see, it's called Shadow and Claw. So it has the shadow of the torturer and the claw of the conciliator. Conciliator. Yeah, conciliator. Um, just the first two volumes that are in this the full thing. So there's one more after these, but this is two out of the four. And thank you so much, Tom. You are such a cool dude. You are such a cool dude, I tell you. Just a great guy. And so, yeah, Tom L.A. Books really knows his books, man. I really, really am appreciating it. Now, I am not worried. I can read it at my leisure. get to it when I want, and I don't have to worry about trying to get to it right now, because right now I am I am I am completely immersed in Alan Moore's Jerusalem. I finished the first part yesterday, and that means I'm a third of the way through. And it might be one of my favorite books ever. It definitely is top 5 territory. It might be my favorite book read this year out of all the big books that I've read this year. And I've read amazing stuff. I've read Against the Day by Thomas Pynchon. I read The Cult of America and The Cult of the Cactus Boots, which is just an amazing, mind-blowing work. There's so much good stuff that I have read. I read Underworld by Don DeLillo. I've just read over and over and over amazing stuff this year, and this might be the best all year long that I've read. I mean, it is so freaking good, and it is my kind of book. Let me tell you, Alan Moore's Jerusalem is a book like written for me. It is. I love the subject matter. I love the language. I love how it's played out. I love what Alan Moore is doing, how he does it, everything. Everything. It's so good. It's unbelievably good. Hey, Victoria. Nice to see you. Very cool. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate that, Nancy. Thank you for saying that. Severian. Yeah, I think that's his name, Severian. Y'all are so cool. Thank you very much for coming by, Victoria. Happy Friday. I want that. I want that same edition that I have right there from the library. That's what I want if I could get my hands on it. And my birthday is coming up. It's this month. So my mother is just like the most badass person. And so I think she might hook me up. And if she does, that Folio Society is insane. I've seen that. Hey, Axe for Frozen Sea. How you doing, brother? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming by. Happy Friday. I mean, Jerusalem is so freaking good. I can't even tell you. I'm gonna put some content out this week on just the first part, because I did finish the part. Yeah, nice, very good, Jay. Killer. I've finished the first part now, so I'm done with the burrows, and I've stopped there. I'm gathering thoughts. I'm going to. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Around the Weird, you rock. I love um Jerusalem. I'm telling you. Oh, I don't want to say too much about it, because I would just sit here and like go into it, but I'm going to go into it this week. So those of you who love some Jerusalem, you're gonna get my whole uh all my ideas on the first part. I can't wait to read more. Cannot wait. Yeah, I love the Folio Society too. My favorite Folio Society that I own is my Milton's Paradise Lost with the watercolors by William Blake in it, and it's so oversized. It's like, big like that, big like my Codex Serinfinianus, and it's amazing. Yeah, he wrote Watchmen, V for Vendetta, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, From Hell. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get his first novel too. Let me tell you, because it is freaking great. He can write, man. Alan Moore can write, and he can write very, very well. It's a beautiful book. So I made a killing this week with getting some books. So I'll just show starting off one that I mentioned last week, and then I would love to see what you think about this, my next one, Gorvidal, because I had mentioned that I picked up the Hydra head, Carlos Fuentes. This is an early Fuentes. This is him doing like a spy thriller. I saw it. It was very cheap. I think I got this one at the thrift store. But so I just grabbed it, you know. I don't know if it's great or not. I don't know, but I definitely am down to check it out. I mean, Carlos Fuentes definitely can write, and I have not read a lot of Fuentes. I have Terra Nostra. I wanted to try to fit it into this big book year right here, but I have not fit it in yet. Not at all. Yeah. I I don't like Neil Gaiman's writing too much except for American Gods. I mean, American Gods is just a great story. It's you know, his prose is not, you know, master style or anything like this, but as a storyteller, great. New books come into my house every week. Do I keep every book? Until I read them, you know. I only keep what I love. And yeah, I mean, I have a couple of boxes that are in the back of my in the back of the truck that I just are am loading up books into as I feel like getting rid of. And when those boxes are full, I take them to the used bookstore or something and get credit. So I'm constantly cycling through books. I don't keep everything. I only keep what I love. I only keep what I really, really love and what I think that I'm going to enjoy. I tell you, oh, he's super intelligent. It's really, really beautiful. Good one, Christian. That's right. It's you know, it looks like a normal house on the outside, but on the inside, full library. Um, it's really, really good, Victoria. I mean, I loved it. I really did. I thought it was great. Just great. That's right. That's right around the weird. I got fans in high places. I'm going places, baby. I'm going places. Hey Mark. Hey Mark and hey Deb. Thanks for coming by. And all good showing up late. We're here for you. We're here for you. So here's the one that I wanted to show too, because I did mention that I got Hydra Head already. Nice. That's right. And another Carlos Fuentes. I found this in the clearance at half price today, and I got it for $2. $2. The Buried Mirror. Reflections on Spain and the New World by Carlos Fuentes. This is completely illustrated, lavishly illustrated with with um with paintings and maps. Frida, Salvador Dali, of course, right? So I'll go through some of the contents here. Um, it is like going through history, the conquest of Spain, reconquest of Spain, 1492, the crucial year, the rise and fall of the Indian world, the conquest and reconquest of the New World, children of La Mancha, the price of freedom, um, just talking about history of Spain. and also Latin America, contemporary Spain, and Hispanic USA. And it is, I mean, it's beautiful. This is a best-selling and lavishly illustrated history of Hispanic culture by the renowned novelist Carlos Fuentes is a unique history of the social, political, and economic forces that created the remarkable culture that stretches from the mysterious cave drawings at Altamira, Altamira to the explosive graffiti on the walls of East Los Angeles. Um, I can't believe it. $2. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I never knew of it. I never knew of it. And right when I saw it, I was like, see? Mm, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Nice. Y'all rock. Oh, very cool. I like some sad songs, of course. Of course. Yeah, yeah. So I was glad to get it. I tell you, because I mean, this is just I might share it in like my beautiful book series. Why not, right? And then everybody can enjoy some of the Hispanic culture and um, how lavishly that book is illustrated. It's awesome. It really blew my mind when I started seeing it. So I got this one from a small used bookstore that I don't go to very often at all. So I really looked through everything when I went. It's not a big bookstore. It's they don't have that much stuff. I mean, it's still a full bookstore. But I found for very very cheap Tilati, right? Something like that. The tumultuous lives and loves of Simone de Beauvoir and Jean-Paul Sartre. So this looks like a very fun read, actually. It is like one of the year's best books. It says enthralling. Readers will turn the pages alternately mesmerized and appalled. That it seems like a page turner for sure. Passionate, free thinking, existentialist philosopher writers Simone de Beauvoir and Jean Paul Sartre are one of the world's legendary couples. Their committed but notoriously open union generated no end of controversy in their day. Biographer Hazel Rowley offers the first dual portrait of these two colossal figures and their intense, often embattled relationship. Through original interviews and access to new primary sources, Rowley portrays Sartre and Beauvoir up close. This book magnificently details the passion, daring, humor, and contradictions of a remarkably unorthodox relationship. Yeah, I showed Amy, and I think she has. That's right. Hey, Amy. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah. So right when I right when I was reading the back of it, I was like, "Oh yes." Like I'm getting it. Very cool, Amy. Yeah. So well, it was you had just shown, I had just watched, I had picked this up from the bookstore, and then I watched um your video on the unpublished book of Simone de Beauvoir. What is it called? Nice, Jay. Of course. Of course. Um, I saw your video, Amy, And then I took a picture and sent it to Amy on Instagram, and I said, "Look what I got," because I figured if anybody knew and could give me some insider knowledge, having read it, it would be Amy. So there you go. That's right. Y'all are so funny, I swear. Nice, very cool, inseparable. That's right. The book that was known about just by her writings, but then published posthumously, whatever, right? So very cool. I appreciate it, and I always love your content, Amy. I love all y'all's content. I tell you, I really tete tete a tete. Very cool. Thank you, Nancy. See, this is why I need a community of people around me. Okay, that's why I need a community of people around me. I have my helper up at work. I just work on a crew of of construction, AT&T construction, and I work on a crew that is just me and one other guy. He's my helper, right? And I tell my helper straight up, look, why you're here is to make sure I don't do anything stupid. You have to look out for me. You have to look around me. You got to make sure I'm going to do what I need to do, but you need to make sure that I don't hurt myself or hurt anybody else, Yeah. Amy's dusty bookshelf. Yeah, that's right. Very cool. Head to head. Tete a tete. Very cool. So I picked this up today. This was very cheap as well. I just saw it at the Half Price Books, the same place that I found that Carlos Fuentes, the buried mirror there. And I grabbed it because I could. It was very cheap. And I don't know anything about it. Only thing I know about this author is The Public Burning. This is Robert Coover. I got Pricksongs and Descants. Descants. And this is fiction. This is short fiction, short stories. So it says, exemplifying the best in narrative art, Robert Coover's third work, Pricksongs and Descants, tells good stories and tells them well. These fictions challenge the assumptions of our age. They use the fabulous to probe beyond randomly perceived events, beyond mere history. They are weapons that counterpoint our consciousness. They are weapons that counterpoint our consciousness, that show us the need for new modes of perception. So, and William Gass on the back says, the fictions in Robert Coover's remarkable new volume are solitaires, sparkling, many-faceted, sharply drawn, and brightly painted. So, I can't wait. I can't wait. There's not much in here, but it's not very long either. So, there's a prologue that is like 7 pages, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, there's 3 stories, and then there's called 7 exemplary fictions, and there is like a 7-part story there, and then there's 3 more short stories, and then there's a story called The Sentient Lens that is like a 3-parter as well, and then there's 3 more short stories. So there is more than I thought in here. I kind of thought that it was more like 5 or 6, but as it looks, there's a lot more than that in here, and I mean they're all very short. The book itself is only 255 pages to have 14 or 15 other. Nice. Nice. Yeah, Pricksongs, Mark, you got it right. You got it just right. So, it sounds like a great read. Am I right? Oh man, I love Losa. Nice. Mm. Has it been translated? Has it been translated? And if so, uh can somebody point me to it? Hey Gina, nice to see you. Happy Friday. You are very welcome to crash my party. My party is no invites. Everyone's just free to jump in whenever they want. I love it. Nice to see you, Gina. Thank you for coming by. I love your haircut. I'm a big fan of short hair. I mean, of course, right? Nice. Yeah, I tell you, I haven't read anything by Coover. I have The Public Burning, and I hear it's funny as hell, and I gotta read it. I mean, I gotta read it. Mm, very cool, Gorvidal. I gotta check it out because anybody writing some new stuff on Borges, especially Losa. I mean, oh, gotta get it. Got to get it. Hey, baby. Emily in the house. Thank you for always coming by, beautiful. Very cool. Christina waving. Y'all rock. Nice. Nice. Do it. See? People be sharing. People be sharing. That's very cool. So I had another haul this week from my favorite small press. And anybody who is watching my content knows what press I'm talking about. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. But if you don't, it is Corona Samizdat, one word. Um, they are a press out of Slovenia, and it is an expatriate American named Rick Harsch, and putting out some amazingly good literature. One author that they have is, there you go. There you go. Emily has an appointment on Monday to take a look at her elbow. For sure. It is like in the bone, like like in it's not muscular. So she got a referral to a specialist. So Corona Samizdat Press is bringing back a very subversive 60s author named Chandler Brossard. The only place I've seen Chandler Brossard talked about on Booktube here is Very Literary Carrie had done and talked about a book by um Chandler Brossard, but I got their newest one by Chandler Brossard is called As the Wolf Leaps, or The Wolf Leaps. And The Wolf Leaps, this is a pocketbook, very short. These pocketbooks, this one is 142 pages, and I will crush it. I mean, this is like a weekend read or even one day. But this was originally published as a book called Did Christ Make Love? And from what I can tell, it is a wild story. Y'all want to hear the back? Because I mean, the back of As the Wolf Howls at My Door, another book by Chandler Brossard. I've read that out loud on my channel like twice now, and I'll do it again because it is insane. It is so wild and so freaking fun. Yes. Yes, yes. Thank you very much, Nancy. I know that thank you for saying that, Nancy. And I know that Christina just recently had a procedure as well. So for sure. We'll see how it goes. We'll get an idea of what is going on and what is needed on Monday, hopefully. Right? Exactly right, Mark. Did Christ make love? Question mark. Well, he's got you on that. And I mean, but it's like a figurative. So Harrison wanted desperately to be out of service to his practitioners in East Harlem, to his wife Leslie, and to God. Harrison is a priest. He wanted to believe in other people, but something always held him back, kept him at a distance from himself and from others. When one night he met Monique. Monique is an African American hustler, and she picked him up as just another trick. But a strange opening of feelings happened with his improbable meeting of bodies until Monique's pimp intruded. Leslie thought no one understood her delicate sensibilities, no one but Cynthia, one of the church's social workers. Leslie is Harrison's wife, and Cynthia is a church social worker. Cynthia knew that Mrs. Harrison uh, better than Leslie knew herself. Rojas, the Puerto Rican youth Harrison had urged into college, stood on the edge of Harrison's life and listened. In ways neither of them fully understood, their destinies were bound together. Here is a parable of our time, of people living together as strangers, and strangers making immediate human contact, or of race, of belief, and nemesis. So, it's going to be a quick read, and it's going to be, I mean, I'm sure it's wild. I'm sure it is wild. Yes, yes, get him. You don't mess around. You don't mess around with Losa. Wow. Christina, you are wild. Christina is wild. You can't stop Christina. What an amazing reader. I can't believe it, Christina. Actually 5 procedures. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Tore ligament. That will do it. Yeah. All is fair in love and war, that's for sure. Well, the punch was fair, right? And even if it's not. Yeah. Wow. I have not read that. I have not even seen that. That's very intriguing though. I like alternative. I like alternate stories like that. Yes. Hey, Empty Adam. Nice to see you. Thanks, brother. Thanks for coming by. Happy Friday. We have fun. We have some fun on Friday. So some more Corona Samizdat haul. I got 4 books by them. I got another book by David Vardeman. David Vardeman is an amazing writer. I've loved everything that I've read by him, so I picked up the newest one that they published by him, which is a play. It is called Letters of Thanks from Hell. And this is the artist is Edward Belsky. That's who does the art for all of Vardaman's. They use his artwork for all of Vardaman's editions that come out through Corona Samizdat. The last one I read is April is the Cruelest Month and Suddenly This Summer. Suddenly This Summer and April is the Cruelest Month. You see, it's a flip book. So there's 2 books in that one volume. But so I'll have content out on that at some point too, right? I have so much content to make, to tell you the truth. But I can't wait to read this one. I mean, Vardaman is such a great writer. I love Vardaman. I have a whole lot of fun. Yeah, they fit to be read. Very cool. Yeah, I like to show all, I mean, and I read just like a wide swath, and I'm always open for new stuff too. I want to, the idea is to be well read, you know. Hey Christy, nice to see you. Christina is amazing, that's for sure. Christy, thanks for coming by. For sure. Always nice to see you. Awesome. 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 And thank you, Fit to Be Read, for coming by on Friday. I got another Rick Harsch. Rick Harsch is an amazing writer. I mean, he's an amazing writer. He wrote The Manifold Destiny of Eddie Vegas that I reviewed last year, and you can check that video out if you want. It's a mind-blowing book, just a mind-blowing book. So I got The Appearance of Death to a Hindu Woman. This is the newest by Rick that has been published by the press, not the newest written, but an old a work that he had resurrected, right? Big stupa there on the back. It's, I mean, they just do great editions. And this is a pocketbook. All these are pocketbooks. So even though they look thick, it's not that big. This edition here is 376 pages, but it probably reads more like a 200 to 250 page novel, right? Maybe a 250 page novel, maybe 300, maybe not. Maybe I'm cutting it, being a little too, cutting it down too much with that. But this book. So this Gene Wolfe, this is a trade paperback, right? This is a trade paperback next to the pocketbooks. And let's see if I can grab just a regular kind of, okay, how about a penguin black spine? So everybody knows the size of penguin black spines. So, the difference, they're standing up at the same. So, there's a big difference with the size. And so they seem thicker than they really are, right? Just because they're so small. But I love it. I like the pocketbooks are just, they're so easily managed. I can take them anywhere and I can just read them wherever I want. And I do. I just on the pocketbooks, they're the kind of thing that I take to work, just pop in my pocket, and pop it in my truck at work, and then just read whenever I can, right? Very cool. Yeah. I hope you're doing all right, Christy. That's for sure. We got some rain earlier, and then this week has been very cool, but in comparison. This book is a bit bigger, but this is, again, a pocketbook size, but it is 525 pages in the pocketbook format. And I had this author on my channel maybe a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. We did just a little live because he dropped his brand new novel. He's a debut author, and it is Oskar Submerges by Zachary Tanner. This he did the cover himself. If you I follow him on Instagram because he's part of the Corona Samas family, and so it showed him actually creating this art for the cover of his book, and it is like pretty awesome. And you can check out my little interview with him. This is a sci-fi. This is a kind of like a gender bending sci-fi novel where like post gender, I tend to think, of course, Heinlein with some of the things that he did, and Left Hand of Darkness, but of course not like that. We'll see how he does, what he does with it, because I haven't read it, but I'll give you the back because it is freaking crazy sounding, that's for sure. Oskar Submerges is the first true sea novel ever set on a Jovian satellite. The interplanetary year is 2193. With the help of a massive inheritance, Cletus the second of Luna, so he's was born on uh on the moon. Aspiring Kapellmeister, so he's a musician, has taken a job as a janitor in an infamous brain health clinic on Europa, ice world of the Ethnogens and polysexual cyborgs, seeking inspiration and artistic actualization in the abjection to be gained from proximity to end-of-life patients. Cletus soon befriends Oskar, an aged paper architect who suffers from an endemic neurological disease, aka French maids, is what it's called, which is contracted by those exposed to the bioluminescent blue-green algae native to the subsurface ocean. In a series of increasingly disorienting psychotic episodes, Cletus attempts to ethically navigate the Zoroastrian sex politics of this kinky new world and learn to love more perfectly before going insane, not understanding that love is madness madder than the rest. So this is his first novel. He is a really fun dude. um, a really awesome person, and I can't wait to see what he did. It's gonna be a wild ride, that's for sure. Y'all rock. Let's see if I can catch up. Hey, well, you got to start somewhere. You got to start somewhere. Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely talk about it when I. Nice. Very cool. Recognitions Book Club. I'll definitely, be talking about it when I did it. That's right. I did, Mark. Yeah. Very cool. I bet it is wild. Zach is a wild child, that's for sure. Ah, I tell you, all these huge series, all these fuse. Can I show the font size? Sure. All right. So on this one, the font size is like this. It's not small. I mean, art. Yeah, not small. So Gene Wolfe, the Book of the New Sun, the font size in comparison, right? The the font size in this is way smaller than in Oskar Submerges. So, um, I mean, like I said, if it's 525 pages in these pocketbook formats, I mean, that's like it's really like 380 to 400 pages or something in a trade format or something like that, and in a trade paperback. So, you know, I don't worry about it. I crush these pocketbooks for sure. Some of them are smaller than others. It seems like, hey, another bibliophile reads. Greg is here. So I don't know if you had seen Greg, but I wanted to show you, since you said something about wanting to read McElroy's Women and Men. I wanted to make sure that I showed you my 2-volume set of Women and Men by Joseph McElroy. This is put out by Dzanc Books. Dzanc Books is Zach Tanner, by the way, just so you know, is a young guy. I would say maybe, you know, late 20s. Lives in New Orleans, and check out my video with him. You'll get an idea, get it from the horse's mouth, right? So Dzanc put out this edition at the beginning of this year, and I was lucky enough to get a signed copy because Joseph McElroy is a living author, and they are printing. They are talking about printing his works. I think the first one, other than Women and Men here, that they're going to print is Heinz Kidnap, which would be great, which would be totally great. But you know, they haven't done it yet. They have not done it yet. Y'all are funny, I swear. You're so freaking funny, I tell you. You mean the bindings hold up? The bindings from of Women and Men? Yeah, I'm curious. We'll see. We'll see how they hold up for sure. But I was very happy to get it because you just can't get it. You can't get your hands on it. I mean, they're all so expensive. I can't read while walking. Not even on a not even, on a stationary. No way. Nice. Very cool. Yeah, I think I saw it on your bookshelf tour actually, Greg. Very, very cool. Yeah, I wanted to show it just because you had brought it up. But what I don't have and that I really want is Miss Macintosh, My Darling. But if I had that, I'd probably read it like right now. You know, that's how I am. There's books that that I want to read, but I don't own them because if I get them, then I'm gonna read them right then. And one of those was Infinite Jest. That's why I didn't own a copy of Infinite Jest, because I said, man, well, if I get a copy, I'm gonna read it right now. But I don't have time to do that, so I'm not gonna do it. And then I got it. I found a used copy that was in just perfect condition, never been read. So I got it, and then um I scheduled a reading for it. So I'm reading it in November for sure. It's time to do it. Yeah. Y'all are hilarious, I tell you. I have not read any Tchaikovsky. Now, who was saying something about Tchaikovsky? It was Joanna. Joanna's book haul earlier today was really, really cool. It was her birthday, and she had gotten a bunch of cool stuff. So, yeah, very cool, Phil. Thank you. And yeah, I mean, I can't wait to read it. Zach seems like he's doing really good stuff. Well, I mean, what do you what will it take to take one off your hands, Greg? Um, you can hit me on Instagram. It's in the not this description box, but any video of mine, not my lives, not lives, but any video that I put up, my Instagram and my Voxer are in the description box. I'm sure we can work something out. Let's trade. Let's work out a book trade. I'll give you like 4 or 5 books. It'll probably work out about right. Give you 4 books for Miss Macintosh, My Darling. It's probably worth 4 books in content, that's for sure. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I've never laid eyes on it. I've never really, but it is super intriguing. Livy is Recognition's book club. So nice to see people coming together. You know what I mean? And that's what I do. That's what I do here. I love the community. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for killing a Friday night with me. That's for sure. It's always great. And Livy, Recognition's book club, was first in the gate today. So I really appreciate it. Always love hanging out with you guys and showing little known books, not well known books, but then also great books. And also just books that I'm interested in. Sometimes it's just like that. Sometimes stuff that everybody knows about. Sometimes it's stuff that only I'm interested in, right? So thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with me. Recognitions Book Club, Christina, Christy Louise, Dostoevsky in Space, Mark Richardson, Deb, Fit to be Read, Around the Weird, awesome, Ineffable, Gore Vidal, always awesome to see y'all. And Moon Palm, Nancy, thank you so much for being by. It's always awesome to hang out. Y'all all rock, I tell you. That's right. I am community, baby. I love you guys. I really do. I really do. Matthew, I look forward to Sunday night, and anybody else who loves the Borges series, come on by Sunday night. Matthew and I will be doing it. It's gonna be really fun. And everybody else, anybody who has come by, everybody that makes Friday night so cool. It is community. It's not just, me getting on and saying, hey, look what I got, and this is what I'm interested in and stuff. Amy at the Dusty Bookshelf, Peg at the History Shelf. We got shelves in the house, that's for sure. Brian at Bookish, always cool to see you, brother. Thank you very much. And Greg, I'm very glad that you could make it. I'm very glad that you could make it by. Nice to see you. You have an awesome book collection. I can't wait for you to get it back up. That's for sure. You said by the end of October. Is that what you said? Ah, I hope you do. Books are the first thing that goes up. You know what I mean? I'll sleep on the floor before I sleep without a bookshelf. At least one bookshelf, Thank you very much, Booktube. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Gina, have a good night. Very cool. Thank you very much. Y'all have fun. Bye-bye.